Well, my connections to Logan City go back to 1968,
Wow.
when my parents moved here from Fairfield. So the best part of 50 odd years. So I've seen it change enormously in that time. I grew up at Tygum Road at Waterford West,
Yep.
and we had a great time there on the lake. So we used to get out with our mates and swim in the lake, and we used to play cricket down the back of our place and footy in another mate's backyard. It was a great time growing up. A great bunch of guys that I went to Kingston State High School with, and then we've gone and done all manner of things from there. So I just had the privilege of being at my old high school this morning speaking to a graduating class. So it's a terrific community, and I've loved growing up in it. Logan West and other parts of my electorate haven't been around that long. Yet when you dig into the history of Logan West, there is actually a tremendous history there. You know, you and I have spoken about the old cricket pitch up near the primary school, or across the road I should say. You have a look at the airfields from World War II that have been here. So there actually is a tremendous history, and I think it's one of the things we don't do particularly well and we need to get better at, is actually telling the history of our communities.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, there really wasn't a lot here. You know, people would tend to drive through it on the way to probably not even Jimboomba at the time, but more so down to Beaudesert, and we had friends down in Beaudesert. We used to come out through Chambers Flat Road and then down the old Mount Lindsay Highway. But I didn't have a lot to do here because you didn't have the community and sporting facilities you have today. And I played a lot of soccer and cricket, but it was mainly in what we'd now say is Logan Central and Beenleigh over that way, because that's where the majority of Logan's population lived at the time.
Yeah.
It's just the growth. The enormous growth in population. We're still seeing it today. It's continuing to grow. But the best part about that, Paul, is the community that's starting to develop. As the community develops, you have more people and more problems that you need to solve. So whether it's engaging with our schools, both our private schools, our state schools, you've got a fabulous SES group out here. So it's those community organisations, as they build and grow as the community develops, it creates that broader engagement with the community. And even with what the stuff for you guys are doing down at the church over the years, and the Park Ridge Community News, those sorts of things, that's a benefit of a growing community, and you create those better connections and you create that sense of community over time. Oh, look, I just drove down Park Ridge Road, and
Not much imagination.
it doesn't take much imagination. There's lots of development to continue. I want to see Hubner Park redeveloped into a really high quality sporting precinct. You know, we've got the AFL clubs still playing out of the high school. I'd like to see them relocated to Hubner Park with a growth of that. The redevelopment of Hubner Park for the cricket club and also the soccer club. There's tremendous opportunities there, and as you develop a community, the developers pay an enormous amount in infrastructure fees. Some of that will go to developing those facilities, but also from a federal level, I'm happy to work with council and state government to seek funding to make that a reality.